Welcome to a fantastic edition of Rebellion's Educational Series. I'm here with Vitaliy Goncharuk, brilliant AI expert, chair of AI in Ukraine, a CEO, engineer, and someone out to call a friend at this point. Vitaliy, thank you so much for coming on today.
Alex, thanks for having me.
So we were introduced through a mutual close friend. I don't know how close you are, but Dima's become one of my closest friends, Dima Korlev, who's a NLP god, really. And Dima said, you know, Vitaliy is one of the smartest guys I know. And when it comes to AI in Ukraine, he is the source. So why should a young AI practitioner want to move to Ukraine?
I'm actually based in Bay Area, so that is why. But Ukraine for now have a very good community of engineers and researchers in computer vision, machine learning, and NLP. And that is why it's because we have the country have a good background in the past, so that is why we have good engineers in this area.
But you know, Italy is another country that has a lot of, you know, state-sponsored universities, so they have a lot of AI practitioners, but they have no jobs for them. Why have there been a lot of jobs in Ukraine? Why has the industry taken off there, whereas it hasn't in a lot of other countries?
Because most of our people actually working for companies who are located outside of Ukraine. So I think 85% of engineers, software engineers in Ukraine are working through outsourcing company for some big international companies. And we have competition actually in Ukraine for engineers because it's a question of scale, because we have a lot of offices of international companies located in Ukraine, and for them it's interesting to hire more people. So that is why we have kind of very good competition.
Sorry, yeah. Your second thing, go.
Second, again, Ukraine actually, specialization in the past was aerospace, industrial things. So we have really good engineering schools. So that is why we have good, actually, our rockets was made in USSR, but they actually made in Ukraine, etc. So we have really good engineering school, and that is why it's kind of converted to moved to other industries, like again IT, AI as a part of IT, etc.
Very low tax rate as well.
Yes, yes, true.
So you know, you moved to San Francisco. San Francisco is kind of, I guess, the mecca of technology, where you really can't go anywhere else to earn more money. But can you earn a lot of money as an engineer in Ukraine, or is it capped to a certain extent?
Let's say if you're junior or if you're even middle class engineer, you have life in terms of better life actually in you. We calculated, and you can check $1 in Ukraine, if you're talking about consumption, equal 4-5K monthly after taxes.
Okay.
It's like 20K months in the United States.
Okay. So you said 4 to 5K is the most you can make in the Ukraine? Oh.
Can you?
I think we're having some technical issues. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. So again, if you're talking about how much you can afford for $1, so $1 in Ukraine equal to $4 in the United States.
Okay.
After taxes. So that is why if engineer making 5K in Ukraine per month, it's equals to 20K after taxes in the United States. And you may understand what not so many people making 20K monthly after taxes in the United States.
No, not at all. And in fact, getting back to Italy, a senior AI engineer in Italy is only making right now something like $4,500. And that's the very, very, very senior. And that's pre-tax. Italy has a tax rate of 50%. So after taxes, the most you can make in Italy, doing AI is like 2,200 a month. This is what I'm hearing.
No, in Ukraine again, we have like this country has 5% tax.
No.
Yeah, just 5%.
We're talking about a buying power of nearly 10 times for an AI engineer in the Ukraine versus Italy, which is just phenomenal. Really phenomenal. So, do you personally feel Ukraine will continue in this direction? Are you very excited about its future? Do you plan to go back there?
I'm kind of I'm not lose my connection with this country because I'm actually I have R&D offices in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, as you may know, I'm working on development of AI community of Ukraine. I'm the head of AI committee under the cabinet of ministers. It's a pro bono work, but this body is responsible for development actually of AI in Ukraine. And recently, just for your knowledge, like recently, for example, Oxford Insights released a ranking of advanced countries in AI, and Ukraine was actually number one in Eastern Europe. So we have more AI engineers comparing to Poland, for example, and other countries. Yeah.
No, definitely. Ukraine is a powerhouse right now in AI. Very excited about Ukraine. I've actually developed so many friendships from Ukrainian AI engineers. So that's great to hear. What would you say is the biggest drawback of working in AI in Ukraine?
You don't have actually, if you engineer, like everything good for you. But if you're an entrepreneur, you don't have access to capital, and you don't have access to and you don't have access to advanced, let's say, legal system or advanced like ecosystem for entrepreneurship. So that is why I don't know any company who actually incorporated in Ukraine in startup world. Most of our companies actually incorporated in United States, in Delaware, even if they even funded by Ukrainians, originally Ukrainian. So they registered companies in Delaware, in United States.
It's a more efficient legal process to go through the United States, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's secure. So United States have very advanced like legal system, like good protection of IP, etc. So if you're talking about business, usually entrepreneurs from Ukraine, they're registering companies or in United States or United Kingdom, and they located offices in R&D centers in Ukraine.
So, Ukraine's a wonderful country with a really great history of engineering, which obviously is another contributing factor. So, do you see the government coming in and creating some entrepreneurship programs, or how do you see this getting remedied in the future?
For the last 2 or 3 years, I see a lot of interesting initiatives. For example, the government established government fund to support startups. So they give grants to startups, and now this fund become number one angel investor in the country. So this fund, state-owned fund, number one in terms of amount of investments, angel investment in startups. Plus, we have a lot of initiatives for regulation. Plus, there are some initiatives from the Ministry of Digital Transformation about kind of specific taxes mode for companies.
So what about a venture capital scene to really foster the growth of the AI entrepreneurial world in Ukraine? How's that going to happen?
We have probably 20, just 20 funds for the whole country. But this is kind of equal. So these funds know landscape very well. And usually these funds investing on seed, like Series A stage. Plus, they provide kind of bridge for funds based in the European Union and United States.
And Vitaliy, I see you just raised some money for your company. Congratulations on that fundraise. It's fantastic. Wonderful. This was a great episode on AI in Ukraine. We really learned what the landscape looks like, and really thankful for the time you gave, Vitaliy, for coming on today. I hope you stay safe during these crazy times, and look forward to talking soon.
Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you.
You're the best. And thank you, Dima.
Thank you as well. Yes.